the Summer of Champions, your Paris Olympics recap podcast. It's Tuesday night, August 6th, 2024. I'm J.E. Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, she predicted another hammer throw gold for Canada. It's my Olympic witch wife, Nora Artinian.
I am starting a coven. Who is coming with me?
Wow, you're on fire.
Yes.
Over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer, JD.
Last night, Rachel was reading the comments before she watched the show, and she was like, "They're calling Nora a witch. What is going on?" Like, yeah, she called herself. Yeah. So it's fine. It's fine.
Self-proclaimed.
I did it to
Olympic
myself.
witch.
I'm proud to be an Olympic witch. I am the supreme.
Yeah. Did you say something about Canada losing to France today in basketball, you witch? Burn her!
Well,
burn her at the stake!
I hate to say it, but the Mothman prophecies may have been involved in that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Did we not harm a moth yesterday?
I was trying to protect you.
Well, the Mothman prophesizes.
Isn't that a Richard Gere movie?
I will continue to say the Mothman prophesizes. I don't know what it means, but it sounds mysterious.
Hold on, somebody check. Isn't that a movie?
It is a movie.
100% is a Richard Gere movie.
Wow, the Mothman prophecy. Okay, yeah, I did kill a moth on last night's show. Somebody got mad at me. Stop killing bugs.
Don't kill bugs.
But you're saying because I killed the moth, Canada lost in basketball to France.
Listen, the magic world works in mysterious ways. It's not meant to be understood.
It's true. Shout out to everybody joining us live on YouTube. We love to see that. Hit the like button. Let's get those likes up. Low pre-show likes to how many people are joining us live. Let's crank that up.
Yeah.
Let's subscribe to the show if you haven't. Let's share the show. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and review. We really appreciate everyone that is commenting on Summer of Champions. Means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Two things here. One, there will be spoilers for Day 11, action in Paris. And two, we won't get to everything. I got to start saying that.
Yeah, people are like, why didn't you talk about that?
Whoa, hey, that's a good me doing them. I usually do that.
So do you have any idea what we're doing all day?
I know.
Guys,
We can't get to everything.
There's only two of us. What did I not say the other day? Can I hire an intern?
Yes. But you know what? I take it as a compliment.
In
Because
what
now
sense?
people are like, they're tuning in to Summer of Champions.
That's true.
To hear your take on it.
Yeah.
To hear us discuss it. So then
It is a
when
compliment.
when they tune in live or they listen later, they're like, they didn't talk about beach volleyball or
Sure,
they didn't talk about
sure.
this, what I wanted them to talk about. So
Well-
in a way, thank you.
There's only so many hours in the day, and then we build the show, so we can't do it all, guys.
Yeah, and
I
we
know.
are trying to keep it to an hour.
Yeah.
Also that, do you want like a 3-hour show?
Don't
They
answer
do.
that.
Don't say that.
Don't answer.
sickos.
I remember when I pitched this idea to you guys, I was like, in and out.
Yeah.
20-minute recap
I have
show.
been
Bing, bang, boom, bang. We'll be out of here.
lied to.
Yeah.
I was sold a bill of goods. And let me tell you, I didn't have writing 9 pages of notes every day that I then abandon.
You. That's you, not me.
And start from scratch. Every morning I wake up, it's a blank page. Somehow by 6:50, I have 9 pages of things.
Yeah, but you like to research.
Well, I
And it's
don't wanna
great. The
seem
people
like
love
a
it. But I think
dummy.
sometimes maybe you go too deep, Nora.
Yeah, but I like, because I have to go real deep so that I feel like I can speak at ease
Yes.
and not feel like there's not a thing I'm going to not know.
It's great.
Maybe that's crazy. This is my first time doing this.
So do you think of the 9 pages of notes, let's say over the last,
Right.
11 shows or so, like,
What percentage?
how much are you giving the people?
I actually pretty high.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I
so
think
worth it.
I'm giving at least 75% of what I've got on these pages.
Let's take the other 25%, upload it, PDF.
Just send it out. Do you guys want my notes? Well, join my coven, and it'll be in the newsletter.
Tonight's drink of choice. We're going to China. A
Yeah.
little Tsingtao beer.
Yeah, and the way to say cheers is Gombe.
That's Cantonese?
It said Chinese simplified when I looked it up.
Gombe.
Gombe.
Cheers.
Gombe.
Cheers.
Tsingtao has a crisp, clean, and balanced flavor.
Mm-hmm.
It is recommended to consume with spicy Chinese dishes.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite spicy Chinese dish? Can you think of one? Maybe hot and sour soup?
Oh, I do love hot and sour soup, especially from, what was our place up in Canada?
Oh, there were
Toronto?
many.
No.
Rolson, New Ho King.
New Ho King. No, what was the place? New Sky, baby.
Oh, New Sky.
New Sky was the jam.
Okay, bud.
I thought it was much better than New Ho King.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. Mapo tofu, that's spicy.
That's
So that's Szechuan kind of spiciness.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we're just talking about food.
All right. Oh, now I'm hungry. I'm actually starving. Before we get into the gold, silver, bronze medal moments from day 11, Is that the right day? Day 11,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, on last night's podcast, which was us recapping day 10, that's just math. We talked about Sweden's Mondo Duplantis setting the pole vault world record for the 9th time in his career.
Incredible achievement.
Okay? It was iconic. Great moment. Probably one of the best moments, definitely from track and field so far. Maybe the entire Olympic Games. He cleared 6.25 meters last night. 1 centimeter more than his previous best. And I was thinking about this after last night's show. Interesting. He just stopped there.
Yeah.
He set the world record by 1 centimeter when he just stopped.
Yeah, and we were saying yesterday how there was so much room when he would go over. Yeah, he had space to go.
Exactly. So I'm like, that's interesting. Like, I don't know. On one hand, cool. What a moment. You got it. Let's do your lap. Let's ring the bell. Let's take the photos. You're the man. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I don't know. Another part of me is like, let's take that pole higher, baby.
Right.
Let's go higher. Let's make even more history. Why did he stop is what I'm getting at. Why did he stop?
Tell me more.
Why not raise it more? Why not? Keep the good times going again, like I said. Because it would have been a terrible financial decision.
What?
Hear me out here.
For whom?
The Athletics. Sabrina Merchant. She has come on a couple No Dunks podcasts.
Okay, tell me
Covers
more.
the WNBA, but she had Mondo fever, like us.
Didn't we all?
She probably has 9 pages of notes
just on Mondo,
for all I know.
Straight Mondo.
She sent me an article today from the Wall Street Journal that said Mondo deliberately breaks the world record by 1 centimeter each time because he gets a $50,000 bonus every time he sets a new mark.
From whom?
Well, that part I'm not sure.
This is why you need 9 pages.
From the World Record Organization.
I'll figure that out, guys. I'll get back to you.
But this is fascinating to me.
Wow. So he has tied to the actual just by the centimeter.
It's like it would not make actually any sense for him to have gone for 6.26 last night or 6.30.
Why skip?
Because you don't get it for breaking the world record twice or 3 times on the same night.
No.
It's just the one-time thing.
So he's going to drag
this starts to make more sense of why he's broken 9 times.
Yeah, that's true.
My favorite part now is like, he probably could have done this months ago.
Yeah. No wonder he was so comfortable.
It's brilliant.
Doing it on the regular, probably, just making sure. And he's like calculating all the money he's going to have.
He actually was asked about this, and he admitted like it's definitely a part of his strategy a little bit.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, for sure. So he says,
that makes
or it says in the article, the more often he breaks his own record, the more he gets paid. Mondo doesn't rewrite history for free.
Wow. Ooh, I love that
That's a good line. Yeah.
That's
a great article.
line.
Thanks to Sabrina for sending me that. And I'm like, and again, I was like, I didn't really bring it up on the show, but I was like, we talked about him clearing it so easily.
Yes.
I mean, okay, easily. He was over by a couple. He had room to operate.
Right.
But I was like, yeah, he just stopped there.
Why that? Yeah.
It's like, why?
It did seem questionable. I assumed it had something to do with Olympic regulations or something.
No, I thought more like, okay, cool ass moment. Let's just end it here, which he made the right call.
Yeah.
But also maybe fatigue.
Sure.
You could sort of say, but he hadn't jumped all that much.
He seemed very comfortable.
Because he was like picking his spots because he's so good. Anyway,
yeah, that's so interesting. Read that last line to me again about not being for free.
The more often he breaks his own record, the more he gets paid.
No.
Mondo doesn't rewrite history for free.
I want to use that in a contract negotiation in the future. Nora doesn't rewrite history for free.
Oh, hold on. You don't think you're getting paid for this, do you?
Wait, what? I'm not paid by the page?
We pay you in alcoholic beverages.
Why do you think I'm writing 9 pages every show?
I don't know. I should have told you weren't being paid.
I'm not paid by the page?
You're not being paid by the page, I'll tell you that. No Mondo here.
You're not getting paid by the centimeter of stacks of paper that you're...
Like when you're in college and you like space all the wording out so you hit the target.
Yeah.
It's 10 pages.
Yeah, she actually only has 4 sentences.
Yeah.
It's just spaced really
I'm bringing
weird.
all the margins in.
Yeah. So anyway, isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
That is really interesting.
What do you think about that? Brilliant or like F you, Mondo?
No, absolutely brilliant. Now we're just on Mondo watch to see how high he can go. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna hit the ceiling at some point.
He'll hit the ceiling at some point.
But 1 centimeter at a time.
$50,000 will run out.
Yeah. Do you think he knows his max? Like, do you think he's done it?
I bet he does.
Like,
I mean, well, he's so young and he's only getting better.
Yeah, that's true.
The more he does it.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, there has to be a limit.
Yeah.
It's all he's doing. Of course he knows.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
If you were doing this every day, that would be something you would need. He's got 9 pages on
I'll tell you how he knows.
Height.
He takes a look at his bank account.
That's
Baller. Cha-ching.
Mondo needs a new pair of shoes.
Do you think Mondo speaks in the third person?
I sort of hope he does.
Your name's Mondo. It's a pretty cool nickname.
It's a great name. Great nickname. I guess his name is Armand.
Well, yeah.
Mondo.
Armand and Mondo were two very different energies.
Yeah.
I would prefer Mondo.
Yeah. Doesn't it mean something in Italian? Does it mean world? Mondo?
Please stay with me.
Is that not in your notes?
No.
I thought you were prepared.
Oh my God, you're tripping me out.
You're prepared for anything I threw at you.
I always thought Mondo meant like big. Yeah, great or huge.
Oh, why did I think of world?
Yeah, we've established you are not the go-to on languages.
I read that somewhere, but
I mean, it might mean you maybe thinking of monde, like Monde.
Yeah, like that's French. For
yeah.
Earth or world.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Italian one.
Yeah, monde, M-O-N-D means world.
In
French.
Oh.
This is a language podcast.
Oh, God almighty, I know. It really is. Maybe that should be the podcast that everybody wants you to start after this.
What?
You
it's
just
just
come
me
on and
Googling words and telling people what they mean.
Sure, there's that one guy that does it. Everything I look up, how do I pronounce
that
this?
stupid French guy.
It's the French guy telling me
Julian
to say
something.
Yeah.
And all the videos are like 3 minutes long, and he's like, today I'm going to tell you the meaning of this world.
I heard one where
he doesn't tell you the translation or the way to say it until like halfway through the video.
But this guy, he like figured out YouTube.
Well, he wants the views.
Yeah.
Because I'm a sicko and I'm sticking around to hear it.
I forget what it was. It was recent. It was during the Olympics. I wanted to know how to say somebody's name.
He's done all the names.
He's done a name, but he like messes up in it. But he go like the recording.
Really?
He's like oh, hey, hold on. He doesn't even care to edit it. Or like, oh man, I wish I had saved it. Maybe it's in my search history. Yeah.
That's terrible.
He just completely messes up and just leaves it in the clip.
He did.
He's mailing it in, man.
He did the Brazilian gymnast name for me, and I was listening to it. But it's funny. He says it. He says this is how the Brazilians would say it, and then he goes, "This is how the Americans say it." And I'm like, "Well, what is the way she wants it said?"
Oh, right.
That's what I want to know.
Also, when he does that, it barely changes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We have a vendetta against this guy now.
I want you to take him down.
I will. The Olympic witch. She's at work against
Nora,
that French guy.
You think you're busy right now watching the Olympics? You have to say every word and every name in different languages.
Is that the future podcast? People just, I open a live chat. People just put words in there, and then I'm just translating.
I mean, yeah. People were complimenting you. You had some like ASMR vibes with your voice.
Maybe that's what it is. And then I say the word.
Yeah, people fall asleep to that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the gold medal moment. I told you it'll be an hour show, right?
It's a weird one.
We're going to the track.
Yeah.
Our headline is USA's Gabby Thomas taking gold in the 200-meter race, and Cole Hocker, there's a name for you, stunning the field in the 1,500-meter race, which was the race of the night.
Truly shocking.
But let's just start with Gabby real quick. We got excited about this. We had Julian Alfred, who had won the 100-meter race a couple nights ago for St. Lucia. Gabby Thomas, just an incredible athlete. A couple other good runners in this, but she sort of kicked her ass.
Oh, no competition.
Ran away from Julian and the field down the final 100 meters.
She looked good in the heat, so I expected her to perform well. This was not a surprise, but you never really know what's going to happen in the final. A lot of things can go wrong, and as you said, Julian Alfred was there, who's real competition. She's also a serious athlete. Anyway, it was really fun to watch them, but Gabby just kind of was like, yeah, this is my race. She was locked in the moment she came out. She's so beautiful, but she's so intense too, and just kind of ran away with it. That last little bit of the race was all hers, and then it was that battle for third. Yeah,
which was very, very close. And the other American came in bronze, so they got
it was
gold
a photo
and
finish, basically.
Yeah. But man, when Gabby Thomas rounded the bend, and she was like already ahead of Julian Alfred, the 100-meter champion. Yeah, it was like, oh. Yeah, I don't think she's catching
unreal.
And she didn't really make up any ground. I mean, her strides are so long.
Yeah, her legs are like, her torso is so short and her legs are so much of her body that she doesn't even look like she's trying. No. Like, she's very graceful and does not seem to be working hard. When you look at her versus some of the other athletes who are also incredible but are trailing her in the race, they are fighting for their lives out there.
Yeah, some people look like they are trying to run the 100 meters or the 200 meters in this case as hard as you possibly can, as we all would. And then there are super athletes that they make it look effortless.
Gabby and Julian they looked effortless out there. And another medal for St. Lucia.
That's right. Yeah.
So exciting.
Well, St. Lucia now has a gold and a silver in the history of their country at the Summer Olympics. And it's both her. So that's cool.
She's a star.
But Gabby Thomas, she to me, like you said, like this is a track superstar.
Oh my God. And she goes to Harvard?
I know. Like she's like every box you can think of. Like,
I know. She's a star. I hope she gets all the dollars.
Yeah. So this is cool. She had been trending towards this gold for a while. Gabby Thomas had. She won bronze in the Tokyo Games.
Right.
Then she won silver in the 2023 World Championships in Budapest, and then now has the gold. So
she's chipping away.
Chip. So she took care of business. 21.83, I think, was the official time.
Wow.
I was wrong in the old, hey, they might take down FloJo's long-standing world record.
I was hoping to as well.
But the 80s, man. The 80s were crazy. Everybody doing some uphill skiing or juicing, man.
They were doing some things.
They were going nuts in the 80s.
Yeah.
So they're all super fast.
She came close, but not quite.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the great 1,500-meter race. Cole Hocker, like I said, stunning this field, which was pretty stacked. Olympic record time for the Americans. So the battle going into this was Britain's reigning world champ, Josh Kerr, and then the reigning Olympic champ from Norway, Jakob Ingebrigtsen. And everybody is like, I mean, they have beef, these two guys.
They literally played a little story about them. I felt like I was watching Real Housewives.
Yeah, or like wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
but they were more like sassy with each other.
Oh, they were a little sassy.
Like he was
comments, yeah.
Kerr was talking about Ingebrigtsen, and he's like, we're not friends. We don't hang out. We don't text. We race each other. That's our relationship.
Okay.
Like, sorry, what is happening right now? They really built up this rivalry between them.
Wait till Dolores has the Last Supper with these two.
Oh, my God,
No,
guys. Do you watch Real Housewives of New Jersey? Dolores was so scary in the finale. Anyway,
it was a great race. I love the 1,500.
Really fun.
I think it's one of the best distances because, you know, the tension builds.
Oh my God.
It's basically the 4 laps. So, but it's not super long.
No.
They're obviously running as faster than any of us can run 50 meters. You know what I mean, over the entire thing. And then it's like it's a bit of a game too. When are you gonna go? Can you stay with them?
My nerves were shot watching that entire last lap. I was like, wait, what? There were so many lead changes and things happening, and then
well, sort of. I mean, Ingebrigtsen, the Norwegian, he led
the
for
whole
a
thing.
majority of the race.
But in that last half of the lap, it really shifted.
And it was crazy because I think he was worried about Kerr.
Yes.
They have the rivalry.
Yes.
He apparently does this a lot. When they came around that final turn, he likes to not hug the line. He moves into the middle. And I think a part of it's like Kerr's coming. It's almost like a weird sort of cutoff factor or thinking.
Like boxing him out.
A little bit. Yeah. Totally within the rules. And so he's maybe thinking that, but that's where Hocker, the door opened.
He saw his little spot.
And he's like, I'm going to go. And you want to talk about the opposite of Gabby Thomas.
Oh my God, this
guy.
guy.
Who looks like she's barely running. Hocker at the end.
Looked crazy.
Looked awesome.
Yeah.
His head was back. Like it was all just, I mean, honestly,
like
it was
a toddler.
Will.
Like a toddler running, like just having the best time ever. His arms were flailing.
Yeah.
It felt like he was saying, come on. Like he was willing himself across the line, like you said.
Legit goosebumps for this race.
My nerves are shot just in general, these Olympics. I've never watched Olympics this intently. I told you this in the car. It is such a roller coaster every day. I'm like, by 5 o'clock, I was like, oh my God, like I have to bounce back from this. And
that's why we're always having espressos. We have a 5 o'clock espresso.
We do have an espresso.
Yeah, we have to.
Have to do it,
because I'm with you.
guys.
These highs, and then you sort of crash. It's like us doing a live show.
Is it?
Well, you're doing a live show. You don't feel that way after the show?
What? This is live?
No, we used to when we were in Vegas, especially.
No, you're right.
It's like
afterwards, you kind of are like
you're just wired.
Pent up energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't just go to bed.
Yeah.
You got to chill a little bit.
Anyway, Cole Hocker and the other American, Jared Nogus.
He came in for bronze, so the Norwegian didn't even medal.
Yeah.
Kerr got second.
So they built all this drama, and then mean guy number 2 didn't even get a medal.
I did see that he took to Instagram.
Oh.
To say, hey, you got me.
Oh, okay.
You got me.
Okay.
They
I
were
thought
the
you were
better
going to
men
say
today.
he said something mean.
No. He said he knows he has a big mouth and he talks a big game. And they got him today.
All right.
So you got to respect
We'll allow
that.
it then.
I love how it didn't take Hocker, the American who won this, long to go ring that bell.
Immediately.
That was the fastest ringing of the bell from a victory I think we've had.
I think he was a bit in shock.
Yeah. This. Look, he's in the final. He's an amazing runner, but not many people would have had him winning it. Maybe a bronze, maybe squeaking in there, but not winning.
I will give a shout out to whoever was on the call. I can't remember who said it, but someone did say, watch him for his kick. He has more in the tank than you realize.
They did say that. And this is what I'm talking about, the 1500. They're giving you that nugget like on lap 2. They're like, hey, Hocker, if Hocker can stay with them, this is the problem. Like, does he have the speed to go these couple laps that they're throwing down here, which were obviously fast because he set an Olympic record.
Yeah.
If he can stay with them, he might be able to sprint them.
Yeah.
Which is, I love
so
this.
exciting.
I love this sport. Oh, I love it.
Oh my goodness. Do you think there's like a rebound effect from the Olympics that people like join sports?
100%.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Has to be, right?
Like if you're running any of these like track programs or stuff like that, you gotta be like,
there's gotta be
pounding the 50% off or like the free come
right
out
after.
To get kids out and get people out.
There's gotta be.
You have to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because this is when people are like, oh, that looks fun, I want to try that.
Sure.
Or like maybe I'd be good at that.
Yeah.
Like, I would hope so. I don't know for sure, but
I
hope
would
so.
think so.
Let's go to the women's 3,000 meter steeplechase. Gold for Bahrain's Yavi. I don't have a lot on this one.
Yeah, me neither.
Steeplechase is funny.
We watched it. Yeah,
we watched it. I was happy for her. I was cheering her on during the race.
Like the most enduring winner.
Yeah, she's like bouncing around.
She won.
Everybody else is devastated.
Dancing. She was high fiving. She's singing. I was like, this girl's having the best time. I love her.
Yeah, she was born in Kenya, but obviously races for Bahrain, and that was good. She outclassed the Uganda and another Kenyan runner who got bronze. But it was a good race.
Yeah,
came down right to the end.
I love an exciting finish.
No spills from what I can remember on any of the steeple chases or
not that we
saw. The water.
It is crazy that they jump into water like that.
I know. It's quite deep too.
I would think so. How do they not roll ankles?
Well, they do, but yeah,
that would be my fear.
Would you just like sit on you just come up to it,
watching
put your leg
go over
put your legs
that
over
would be
see how warm or cold the water
cute.
is. Yeah.
It would be not cute. I would need a boost to get over. Someone would have to help me.
Yeah.
It would not be fun on the dismount.
No.
I hate being wet when I have clothes on.
I hate running
like wet feet. Gross.
Both times I've run Boston, I've been drenched the one time.
Let's not.
Pretty soaked the other time.
Let's not go back to that dark
I'm going
place.
again. Hey, Boston, don't rain this time. I would love just some clouds.
Yeah.
Because I mean, some people our buddy Jared loves running in the rain.
Yeah.
Because he overheats.
Right, so it cools him off.
It cools him off. But
what about
I hate
wet feet?
I hate wet feet. Exactly.
No one's like, sign me up for wet feet.
There's nothing worse than like a long race.
Yeah.
And it's pouring rain at the starting line. You're already soaked, and you're like, all right, now I just gotta go run 26 miles.
Suffer.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway, don't recommend it.
I'm a little baby when it comes to that.
Okay.
But French favorite Alice Fignon, she ran a European record to get fourth in this race, 3,000 meter steeplechase. The only woman born outside of Africa to break 9 minutes in history.
Whoa.
Yeah. So the crowd was cheering her on.
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, there was a pop in the crowd.
Big pop.
Yeah.
Crowds have been amazing.
Oh.
Track and field has been delivering.
Really?
Yeah.
Big.
Like every night that's been like our feature sort of sport or event.
It's full in the stadium. People are so
80,000.
loud. I mean, I feel like we've talked about the crowds on every episode, how great they are.
It's amazing though. Like LA, come on. LA's going to have to bring it.
They have a lot to measure up to.
Yeah. And then in some other of the field events, the one you called, Canadian, Cameron Rogers,
my golden girl.
She won the women's hammer. It was on her fifth throw, nearly 76 meters, good enough. So Canada. Two athletes from British Columbia.
Yeah, what's going on over there?
What's going on?
Hammer kings and queens.
Paul Bunyan style out there, West. We won both golds in the hammer throw.
Yeah, I said yesterday at the end of the show to monitor this girl who's in the hammer throw for Canada. She's going to do something, and it happened. Also, I saw Devin Haru shared, there's only been 3 times a Canadian woman has won Olympic gold in athletics. One was in 1928 for the high jump. So it's been now 96 years later, Cameron Rogers makes history with hammer throw Olympic gold.
Good for her.
Yeah, very cool. I want to do do you remember those Canadian heritage moments?
Yeah.
They need to do one for Cameron and Ethan.
Oh, for both of them?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
They're still doing those things?
In my mind, they are.
I mean, you see the memes.
We should make one.
Sure. Yeah, we could
do it.
I can make that right after the show.
Okay, do it, baby.
And then in the long jump, which I didn't see a single second of.
They didn't show it at all.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I literally saw them in the background of the shot. And I was like, what are they doing?
And I like the long jump. And it's like, I didn't realize until after it was over. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
We didn't see any of that.
I mean, there were a lot
we were on the track feed on Peacock.
I just think there were so many Americans at play in the other things.
Well, anyway, I want to say, and I hope Tass is watching, the Greek guy, Tentoglu, retained his Olympic gold with an 8.48 meter jump.
Wow.
I will say this.
Yeah.
The meters, I know a lot of the world uses the meters.
Yes.
But it's tougher, and maybe this is what holds the sport back a little bit here in America, I think.
Right.
I think you hear that, and it doesn't sound like a lot to people here.
Because 8 is a small number.
What is that in feet?
26.
That's a lot.
That's far.
That man hit a board and jumped in the air and didn't land until 26 feet later. Now that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I know we should just maybe adopt the meters, but they got to do a better job here. That is nuts.
Yeah. I mean, usually Americans use football fields as their measurements.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to explain it in that
That would have been, an over-the-middle pass from Brady to Gronk. And people are like, whoa, what? He jumped from where Brady threw the ball to where Gronk caught it? And they'd be like, oh, this is the best sport in the world.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, so congrats to him. And I said he retained, so he was the defending champ from Tokyo.
You could say 800 centimeters, I guess. Does that sound
I don't think that's better.
800 centimeters?
They don't know.
8 meters?
That's 800 centimeters?
Is it? Yeah, there's 100 centimeters in a meter.
In a meter?
So 800?
That sounds less.
That sounds less, yeah.
Because centimeters are so teeny tiny, even 800 of them.
If you said 8,000 millimeters, I'd be like, I would think it was a foot. So
we're all spatially messed up.
I'm sure we have those measurements right. I don't know.
What, the 26 feet?
No, what he just said. 800
no, I checked.
centimeters?
It's right.
It's 100, yeah.
Wow, that's a weird thing, eh?
Yeah. 800 centimeters does not feel like 26 feet.
Yeah.
No.
But then, if you said, what's 26 times 12? Do that for me quickly. Because now, and then you're going to say, you tell me the inches.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's pretty long.
26 times 12?
Weird how the mind
Is that
works.
what you said?
I said 26 times 12.
Oh, 302. 312.
312
inches. That sounds little.
Now it sounds small, you're right.
Small.
It's like you barely jumped.
Yeah. This is a measurement podcast now.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to our silver medal moment of the day. Before you go to that, JD, though, I want to ask you guys and everybody listening and watching, what is the fastest Olympic sport, right? This is something we already talked about a little bit. I have a list, right?
Okay.
Well, the men's, or women's, for that matter, 100-meter race.
Right.
It's over in like 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Less than 10 seconds.
That's what I was thinking.
For the men's we just saw. That's quick. Sprint cyclists, they can get up to 40 miles per hour.
Wow.
At the velodrome, which we might talk about a little bit later.
Right.
Kite surfers, they go even faster, I read. Yeah. Or they can clock up to 50 miles per hour out on the water. We talked about the speed of some of the objects. Badminton, the shuttlecock.
Yeah.
You said that thing can get clocked
so
at
fast.
Like 300 miles an hour?
Yeah, something crazy. But we got to add one more sport to the list of the fastest sports. Speed climbing.
Yeah.
That's the silver medal today. Holy moly, is this quick as hell.
Yeah. You know what I thought about when I saw the little clips of it? The Sardukar in Dune. Those guys that
those guys are slow compared to these
I know.
guys. Yeah,
or like maybe the Fremen would be good at this too. Actually.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's good. Men's speed climbing qualification. It ran today. The Olympic record was broken 7 times.
What?
Today. Yeah. And now this is scaling a 15-meter wall. Somebody do that in centimeters real quick for me.
Oh my God.
15-meter wall with a 5-degree incline. Okay? 7 times the world record was broken, but we had Sam Watson breaking his own record. 4.75 seconds scaling the wall, guys.
That's so fast.
4.75 seconds.
That's insane.
It's a weird sport to watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks unreal. Like
because it almost looks like the rope is just pulling them up the wall.
Yeah, it's deceiving.
But they're so good, both the men and the women. They just go.
Yeah.
Just spider monkeys.
So I wonder. So is it the same climbing path for everybody?
For both of them. Now they do though. They do one side and then they do a second side.
I see.
That in qualification, then they get into like races. It'll now be races. moving forward. Men's 4 quarterfinals, 2 semifinals, and the final take place on Thursday. The women go tomorrow.
You said it was 15 meters?
Yeah.
That's 49 feet.
There you go. They go up that in 4.75 seconds.
That's sick. I don't understand.
It's really wild to watch. Climbing did debut at the Tokyo Games, but in Paris, speed climbing, which we're talking about here, that's been separated into its own event.
Right.
So in Tokyo, they had speed climbing with the disciplines of bouldering and lead. They were all combined, but now speed climbing is its own thing. They're like, these guys and these women, they're weird. Yeah. They're too fast.
They're too fast for
the other
everybody
things. But bouldering and lead, they remain combined. And if you wanted to learn here a little bit, bouldering has athletes ascend, move across, whatever you want to call it, a 4.5 meter wall. So nearly 15 feet without ropes though.
Right.
In a limited period of time and in the fewest attempts possible. And you're actually scored, and we're showing everybody on YouTube, you're scored by the different zones. So the difficulties of the hold and obviously the incline and all that stuff, right?
This to me is cooler.
Yeah. I haven't watched a lot of this yet. JD said he dipped in a little bit.
Yeah, I watched it.
Do you think it was more enjoyable than speed climbing?
No. I don't. It's
different, though.
It's different. It's fun to watch for sure, but I love the speed climbing. I mean, I'm a big Spider-Man head, so you know, like it's literally them. They're scaling a wall.
The racing part's fun too.
Yeah,
and like full start can be an issue.
You're eliminated out of like a guy got totally eliminated.
Yeah,
really?
They sometimes mess up near the top when they go to hit that thing.
Yeah. I saw a guy miss today.
So that's huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you're convincing me.
Yeah.
The bouldering's fun to watch. It's just it's a little chaotic because you got 3 competitors going at the same time, and they're like.
Really? They're all going.
They're all going at the same time. Yeah, like this picture on YouTube.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
But yeah, it's fun. It's cool. It looks like a video game, like people were dropped in a video game in this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like, do 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 do. In lead, by the way, climbers go as high as they can on a 15-meter wall. So again, nearly 50 feet, 49 feet, in 6 minutes in a single attempt. But athletes score by successfully holding the top 40 holds.
Whoa.
So that's probably all about technique,
right?
And whether you can do these particular holds. I haven't seen any of that as well. These are other disciplines. So anyway,
okay, we'll be
keeping
an eye on
checking
this.
out. Yeah, I'm going to be watching these quarterfinals for the women tomorrow, semifinals, finals. It all done in one day. It doesn't take long. They're done in 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So you can move with some pace here. But yeah, it's pretty entertaining.
That's good for my attention span right now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty short.
And this is the second time in as many days as a world record's been set in speed climbing, because this Polish Miroslav, she scaled the wall in 6.0 seconds in the women's seeding round.
Oh my gosh.
So like they just keep setting records.
Training must be funny for this.
How fast can
You're just like scurrying up in like 5 seconds and you come back down and you scurry back up.
Of the 4 newish sports that we have here in Paris, and I know we haven't seen all of them yet, but do you have a favorite out of skateboarding, sport climbing, surfing, and breaking, which we haven't seen yet?
I'm pretty pumped for breaking.
You're pretty pumped for breaking?
I think that's going to be really fun.
Okay. The first 3 did appear in Tokyo, but I guess, they're more like official sort of sports here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a favorite?
Oh,
You're a big surf.
We know he's a surfer.
I love the surfing, but today I watched the entire women's skateboarding.
You watched
cool.
You watched the park. Hey, the park is fun.
The park it's way more fun than street, I think. Next time, do it on the streets. You did everything else on the streets of Paris. Why not do the skateboarding on the street? Like, you know what I mean?
You mean really on the street?
Well, that's what it's supposed to mimic is like rails and stairs.
So you
and
want
stuff like
tourists walking around? And
well, I mean,
fun. That's like Paperboy. Now we're getting into really
exactly.
Back to that.
But the park is fun. It's faster. It's and these girls, they're so good at, and you love them all. They're such characters, all of them.
Yeah, they all get their own style.
Yeah,
the way they skate, the way they look. Yeah.
They all have cool names because their parents are all cool.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's just like this is where I want to be, is the skateboarding. But I love the surfing as well. So
to tie those together, I saw the Great Britain skater.
Yeah,
I think her name's Sky Brown.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow,
cool ass name. She tried to be a surfer as well in these Olympics.
Oh, really?
And she plans to try again in LA. I think she was the youngest athlete to ever win a medal for Great Britain in Tokyo for skateboarding.
Right.
Wow.
And then she won a bronze today, so she didn't win gold. But they were talking on the broadcast about she's like a really good surfer too.
Yeah.
Maybe didn't qualify, but like has plans to like
Oh my God.
try and do it in LA.
No.
Multidisciplinary.
It's like Deion Sanders there at the Olympics.
Yeah, she's incredible. It sounds like she's gonna need surgery. Like she messed up her shoulder.
Up her shoulder like a couple days ago.
Yeah, and she competed today. During her qualifying or her last run, she had a very hard fall. She was like almost had to be helped out of the course or the pool or whatever. And then she came back and won a bronze. So it was amazing. Amazing.
Oh my God, what a rock star. I hope she's okay.
Ass.
That's wild.
So speed climbing, all the climbing. Keep your eye on it. The coming days here at the Olympics. Bronze medal though. We're going to men's hoops. Okay? We got Germany. We've got France. We got Serbia. And we have the USA advancing to the semifinals. We're not going to do an hour on this. We're going to save that for the guys. But just to move quickly, we had Germany holding Giannis and Greece to 63 points to advance to their first semifinals. This is the world champions, the defending world champions. Germany is an awesome squad.
Right.
I would have loved to play them. But Germany took care of business. Serbia survived against Australia in overtime, 95-90. Best game of the day, just in terms of dramatics. Huge lead for Australia, 24-point lead. Serbs come all the way back. They're up 2. That Patty Mills hits a tough shot to tie the game. It goes to overtime, and that's where Jokic took over.
He just got activated.
Oh, my God. He was blocking shots. He tapped out a Patty Mills layup that was going to go in, but in FIBA basketball, you can take it off the rim. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's a live ball.
Goaltending?
No. He registered a steal. That the Aussies were in transition. He poked that out. Hit a tough hook shot, and then he splashed his little patented fadeaway from the baseline, and that was basically it. As I spit on the mic because I'm so animated right now.
Man.
Great game though. So Serbia moves on. America, a couple hours ago, outclassed the Brazilians. They crushed
Not a
them.
big surprise, I'm sure.
122-87. And then in the worst game of the day, France knocked out our Canadians 82-73.
Yeah, it was hard to watch.
Canada played brutally.
Yeah, caca.
It was very bad. It was a lot of bad shots from the Canadians. They were forcing a lot of things, horrible turnovers. We were getting bullied.
Yeah.
It was funny. Going into this game, I was like, ooh, man, the height of France. They got Wembanyama. They got Gobert. Height of France going to give us problems, so we got the guards, right? It wasn't the height.
No.
It was the size.
Yeah, the big boys.
Yabusele, Lasorte. Those guys were putting our
Bodying
threes
us.
and fours in the damn rim.
Yeah.
And then going to the free throw line after free throw line.
They were capitalizing as well. It's not just that we played poorly. They also played well.
Cordonier couldn't miss a shot for France early, and then Fournier couldn't miss at the end. As people were pointing out, tough for a Canadian team to lose to two guys that names end in A.
Okay. painful.
But yeah, look, I know people are upset with the whistle. Maybe some home cooking here for France again. But I watched the entire game.
It wasn't just that one.
There's the odd call or two. You're like, I mean, there's definitely that one where Jamal Murray got hacked and it went out of bounds. Okay, and there's other ones, but like these big boys were putting us in the bucket.
Yes.
We were too small.
SGA did try to rally. He worked hard, but he couldn't single-handedly win this game.
We didn't match their energy, their physicality. Obviously, the crowd was hype, and credit to France for moving on.
Yeah.
Jordi Fernandez said we played selfishly, 14 assists to 14 turnovers. We didn't share the ball.
No.
People got a little ISO heavy.
Yeah.
Picked the worst game for... I mean, Canada, I feel in these games can't win if you have all three, really... but mainly two of Dylan Brooks, Jamal Murray, and then RJ Barrett to some extent not hitting shots.
Jamal Murray
had a brutal,
basically out to lunch.
Brutal tournament.
Yeah, he was not there.
He wasn't.
And we needed him big time.
It's weird to be both terribly disappointed, which I am in this showing, but also very proud of the team.
Yeah.
They fell short, but they still battled, and they even got there. We hadn't played in the Olympics in 24 years. That's something. These guys take off their summers, and we're actually committed to this squad. So you want to give them credit for that. The future is bright, and there should be no reason it's not. But it's still very disappointing.
Yeah,
it's because I truly believe we are a better team than France.
Okay,
and we didn't show it today, and France got us. Now, Rudy Gobert didn't play basically at all.
Barely.
4 minutes. Well, apparently he broke his finger. He had surgery on his finger like a couple days ago in practice.
Oh, my goodness.
Hurt in practice. And, So that's my little basketball rant.
Yeah, it was a tough to watch.
You have a lot of footage of me standing in front of the television.
Being the hopeful person I am, I was like, "Ooh, I'll take these little clips of you suffering because I know Canada will win this." But now I just have a documentation of you being sad.
Yeah.
And
are we gonna cut this together and
I don't
release
know.
it?
It's honestly just very sad.
I haven't even seen the footage. So.
We can look at them later. There's
I don't show them.
Yeah.
Just post it.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
The guys are going to do a full, 45 minutes to an hour tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, obviously turned into a podcast here on No Dunks, breaking down those quarterfinal games and looking ahead to the semifinals. It's France versus Germany. It's America versus Serbia. 4 really good teams. I wish one of them was Canada. Few other events. Soccer, women's soccer.
Yeah.
America going to the gold medal game for the first time in 12 years. They beat Germany 1-0 in extra time.
Yes.
Sophia Smith scored a beauty.
In the 94th minute.
Yeah, what a goal. Great pass.
Yeah.
Great finish. And they will take on Brazil.
That'll be fun to watch.
Who sort of dominated against Spain. I think
Yeah.
they won 3-0. So that's coming up later this week. We have friends flying. We talked about them, Bill and Cheryl. Bill's going to hopefully jump in the Seine.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
They're going to be at that game.
Yeah.
And they're Americans. That's sort of fun.
They can give us some live shots, tell us what the vibes are.
Yeah. So USA versus Brazil in women's soccer. This is fun. The legendary Cuban wrestler, Mijain Lopez, won his 5th consecutive gold medal in the heaviest Greco-Roman weight class today.
Wow.
This guy's big.
He's a big boy.
Gold in Beijing in 2008, in London in 2012, Rio 2016, Tokyo 2021, and now here.
How old is he
in the
now?
Paris Olympics?
My goodness.
41.
He's 41, and he took his shoes off and left them on the mat.
Is that symbolic?
Yep.
That is a signal of his retirement.
For just wrestlers? Or
Yeah, it's wrestlers for sure. Even WWE does it.
Okay, that's not real, but cool.
Well, it's
so if
real to me, damn it!
on the last show, we're taking our shoes off and leaving them here?
Yeah, sure. We'll put our I'm not retiring from podcasting. You might be.
Yeah, peace out, guys.
Yeah, okay. But this is something that has never been done by an individual in an Olympic event, summer or winter,
Right.
men or women. 5 straight
5 in a row.
golds in an individual event.
Wow.
And Lopez has done it. I guess Ledecky could do it
Okay.
in 28.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's got 4 straight. And I think his name was Vincent Hancock,
Yes, the shooter.
the skeet shooter.
Yeah.
He's won 4 straight.
Okay.
So they will be trying to tie.
How sick are
Lopez.
we that we know these things?
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah,
sickos
that's sort of.
now.
Yeah, problematic.
Man, that's yeah.
I don't like that we
That was
just
pretty amazing.
rolled that off the tongue that easily.
Well, Hancock as a shooter is pretty.
Yeah, that was
easy
pretty
to
cool.
remember.
That's just.
I suppose.
That's never coming out of his own mouth.
We'll be mentioning that to strangers for years.
Yeah, did you know Vincent
Did you
Hancock?
know
won
his
4 straight?
name was Hancock?
And then finally, the Netherlands rode to victory in the men's track cycling team sprint, clocking a world record.
Wow, another one.
40.949 seconds. Claimed gold in the velodrome.
Yes.
And we talked about, I guess, the women's Great Britain team
Setting
yesterday.
records, yes.
They're setting records left and right. I'm like, what's going on? We got what's going on in this velodrome? Is it the heat?
Inquiring minds want
Is
to
it because
know.
it's hot? I don't think that was the reason.
Well, actually, we weren't far off because I did a bit of investigating, if you would like to hear.
Okay.
So
Scroll to page 7.
Scroll to page, actually, it's on page 4.5.
Okay. Oh my God. We don't have that much show left.
So
Go ahead.
it's 2 things. We said yesterday, we talked about the weather, which that is part of it, and I will get to that.
Oh.
But the main thing is the width of the track. So this track is the same length as other tracks,
course.
which is 250 meters, but it is 8 meters wide, which is basically a meter wider than they typically are.
So it almost goes higher.
Yes, which gives the riders more momentum.
Drop
so they
in.
have space to get faster. And then secondly, we had talked about atmospheric conditions. So that what one of the people was saying is in the evenings it has stormed in Paris, but in the day it's warm and there's humidity. So it basically keeps the air pressure low, and that brings the air density down in the velodrome. And when the air is less dense, the people on the bikes have less air to cut through. So there's less resistance to them.
So I was sort of right last night.
Yeah, we were on the right track.
Wow. But it's weird
on the right track.
Oh, damn. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh my God.
What's fascinating about that, though, is like you think that would be regulated or like a world record wouldn't count.
Because it's wider?
Yeah.
The pressure is...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, on the track, when you run like wind assisted...
Right.
They don't count it.
What?
Over a certain amount of wind at your back. Yeah, because you benefited from just weather.
Pushing you for yeah.
So it's like, it's sort of interesting that maybe...
Anyway, it's a real perfect storm.
Oh my God, wait, are you okay right now? That's all your notes are?
Yeah, they're just puns. Just really
track puns.
Cheesy puns about the velodrome.
Oh, there were 2 great puns today.
Oh.
On the skateboarding.
Okay.
I don't know what one of the. Okay, so there's two people. There's 2 girls, both from Australia, both last name Trews, not related.
Okay.
Trews.
Trews. Okay.
Trews. When Arissa True won the gold, I think she won the gold.
Yeah.
The announcer says, "Arissa says true dat." Okay.
Wow.
Not good. Not that
lame.
great. Yeah. The other's name is Ruby True. Ruby
Tuesday.
Yeah. And so he's like, this could be Ruby True's day. Now that's good. That's good.
And it is Tuesday, too.
Right. Amazing.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I guess the announcers are also losing their minds.
Yeah.
So we're all being a little weirder than normal.
Amazing. All right, let's hear your best Olympic puns in the stream team, or drop them in the YouTube comments, or tweet them in at NoDunksInc. At least moving forward, keep your ears open. Updated medal count after day 11. USA. USA.
Wow.
USA. They are leading both total golds and medals. So 24 golds for the American, 22 for China though.
Yeah,
they picked up a late. No, actually, they got silver in a boxing match right before we started heading into the Classic Factory. But still, 22. It's one of these things. I'm like, I've watched a lot of Olympics. Okay, like an unhealthy amount, and I'm like, I don't remember China winning that many golds.
Right.
But so I sort of looked into it. It's like, well, a lot of them
racket sports.
Well, a lot of them were in diving.
Oh, we didn't watch a ton of diving.
We haven't watched a ton of diving.
Yeah.
So they've got a ton in that. There was another one that we just haven't watched. They have another 5 in that. You know, it's like maybe the sports that we're not focusing on as much.
Yeah.
That's where they just dominate.
Definitely
guys. Diving. They crush that. So, we got a race though. Australia, France, Great Britain, South Korea, and Japan rounding out the top 7. But let's learn French word of the day.
Je suis un ananas.
C'est beau l'amour, l'amour, l'amour.
C'est possible. Pourquoi pas? Les ananas ne parlent pas.
People are saying this is quite the earworm.
Yeah, it's a banger.
It is.
Okay, today's French word of the day is actually a phrase, and that phrase is raconter des salades. Raconter des salades.
Please tell me this stands for shake my salad.
No, but that would be great. Shout out to Matt Austin and the salad shaker. Yeah. You have salad right. I don't expect you to know what the actual idiom means, but what does raconter feel like it could be?
Like a raconteur, like a scoundrel of the salad. I don't know. Keep
going. Any other words come to mind that sound like raconter?
Like, it sounds like racket.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Hey, hit my salad. Don't hit my salad. Hey, Frenchman, don't hit my salad.
Hey, Frenchman, don't hit my salad.
Hold on. Salad dressing? No.
You've got the salad part. Leave the salad part alone.
Okay.
Try to think. What does that sound like?
Can you give us? Is it in salad or on salad?
It's a verb.
That might
basically.
help us.
But if you look at that first word, raconter, is there any English words it's similar to?
Raccoon, con man.
Okay, I'm going to put you out of your misery.
Okay.
So raconter, literally, that part means to tell or to recount, so to share.
Oh, share.
To tell.
Okay.
So raconter des salades means to tell salads. And
so it's like spill the tea kind of thing?
It's an idiom in French that means to tell lies.
Oh.
So when you are telling salads, you are telling stories that are exaggerated or inventions or not based in reality.
Salads.
So don't be telling salads out there.
Okay.
To spin yarns would be another equivalent.
I like it, like somebody exaggerating. They say, like, come on, man, you're
raconter de salade?
You're telling salads.
Don't tell me some salads.
All right.
Kind of makes you wonder what French people think of salads, that they think they're full of lies.
Yeah,
it's true.
You ever had a salad in France? I don't think I have.
Yeah, they don't really have tons. They're not known for their salad. Niçoise.
Okay, yeah.
But they literally put like tuna and egg and potato in it to make it a salad.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you don't like those.
No, do not
for
like
the listeners, my beret is black today.
Yes.
Noir.
No, I'm not sure anybody guessed it. I may have missed it. There was a lot of votes for teal and red.
I feel like I maybe need to release a list of the colors I've already worn, because I see people repeating, and I'm like, I am not a repeater.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to wear, I've already worn yellow. I'm not wearing yellow again. I've already worn teal. Teal's not coming back. We're fresh every day.
Okay. So at some point you're going to start running out of color. So
never. Mix the colors up.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Unlimited.
Didn't your sister have a theory about the purple track?
Yeah, I meant to look it up. We were talking.
There's no way her theory is real.
Lori she thinks outside the box, and I love that about her. We were talking about the track, and we were talking about how purple it is and how we like it.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, is it a mixture of the French flag colors, which is the white, the blue, and the red? And if you mix all those, do you get purple?"
Well, do you?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it feels like it.
So. Is my sister also a witch?
I just thought it was the color palette that they had decided on these games.
Right,
you see that purple, you see that little, that I don't know what you call that,
like a
seafoam green almost.
Yeah, and they have that blue color. They definitely have a color story that they're sticking with.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have like a brand book, I'm sure. But I like that idea.
I know.
I would like to start that rumor.
Yeah, it's thinking outside the box there, Lori.
Yeah, shout out to Lori.
Well, I know if you add a couple more colors and you mix them all together, you get a brown poo color. Let's go to the poo report. Yeah, stop me if you've heard this one before. A test run meant to allow Olympic athletes to familiarize themselves with the marathon swimming course in the Seine River was canceled this morning over concerns about water quality.
Shocking.
In the Paris waterway.
Ugh.
Yeah. So another marathon swimming test event scheduled for Wednesday. Organizers will decide early tomorrow, Parisian time, whether it will go forward. The women's marathon swim is set for Thursday. The men are scheduled to race Friday. But again, they are just like, we're not doing any tests. Again, you know how to swim. It's wet.
They know the water is polluted.
I know, they're like,
we got to keep them out, and they can only go in that one time.
Well, this is going to be an issue with this event.
Why?
Did you not hear me? Marathon swim.
Oh, yeah.
10 kilometers.
In that water.
God.
In the Poo River.
In the Poo River.
Yeah.
Well, we've already got 4 athletes down, so I was scouring the internets today to try to find more.
Yeah.
My search history is so weird. I'm sure like the FBI guy assigned to me is like, what is this girl doing? She's looking up like E. coli, athlete, sick, tummy problems.
You're trying to poison them.
Yeah. But yeah, we've talked about the people that have been impacted so far, so hopefully there aren't
Did
more.
we add another name?
Well, I'm including Tyler Mislawchuk from Canada, who took part in the try. And
he was the one that was puking.
He puked 10 times, and he said that's not normal for him. He wasn't sure if it was the
I'm
heat.
more of a 5-time puker.
If it was the heat or
the
the poisonous water that he was swimming in. But I think he deserves to be on this list because he suffered.
Okay, when you say puked 10 times, because this is a pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
It's like, if somebody barfs, there's like several glurts that come out.
Did you just say glurt?
Yeah, or I don't know how else to say.
That's an onomatopoeia.
Right. Glurt comes out.
Yeah. I think it was.
And then people were like, I just barfed 5 times.
That's one time.
You only barfed once.
That's one time. You have to be able to barf, whether you go one full stream or you go blah, 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 blah. Then you need to compose yourself.
Oh my God.
Maybe come upright. Maybe have a drink. Maybe at least like just catch yourself, wipe your mouth.
That's right.
And then if you go again, now you have barfed twice.
You barfed twice.
I don't think he's exaggerating the barfing. I think he had 10 separate instances.
I think somebody's telling salads, Nora. telling salads.
I will say, the one guy that we didn't actually speak about in detail, but a Norwegian athlete, last name Thorne, he was quoted as well talking about how he got sick the evening after the try, and he was puking and had stomach issues for like basically the whole next day, but then it went away.
Okay.
So a bit of a rebound there.
Well, I can't. Unbelievable that we're on.
I can't believe we keep using
Day 11
the poop report intro. We've got a lot of use out of that.
We keep getting news about the water until news stops about the water.
Because the water is not going to stop being full of E. coli.
Okay. We'll have to be doing the poop report during the NBA season.
I know. I'm just going to be coming back.
3 sick children in Paris today.
Nora, come back and do a podcast. I will only come back to talk about the poop report.
Yeah, keep your eye on. Okay, let's get to some trivia. Quiz pop time. Coming off a big win last night.
Well, you and JD are going to work together on this.
Oh, no.
Okay.
God.
So we'll see.
I can stay out of it if you want.
See how you do.
I need you tonight.
Well, you know what? I'll read the question. If you want, you can go through what you're feeling initially without him influencing
We always
you.
talk it out. We always talk
Yeah,
it out.
okay. Tonight, I have a question that will interest all the pyros out there. We are talking about the journey of the Olympic torch.
Okay.
The Olympic Games torch relay begins with a flame being lit by the sun's rays at the ancient site of Olympia, after which it is passed by torch from person to person all the way to the Olympic Stadium of the host city. While the torch is traditionally carried by a runner, over the years there have been some unique modes of transportation.
Okay.
My question to you is, which of the following modes of transportation have not been used for the torch relay? So I'm going to give you 4 options.
Yep.
And you're going to tell me which one has not been used.
Because 3 are real.
Yes. Option 1, satellite. Option 2, camel. Option 3, wagon. Option 4, tuk-tuk. And
Wow. This is not easy.
I can read those again. The options are satellite, camel, wagon, and tuk-tuk.
JD, your initial reaction. Any you want to completely wipe off the board? What do you feel? Let's discuss satellite.
Yeah.
I think it's on there.
I think it's on there too.
Yeah.
It's too outrageous.
Now we're talking about the space race and all that.
Yeah.
Back in the maybe it happened back then.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
Hold on. Does it have to be burning the whole time?
Yeah, I don't get that part, but
Yeah.
But let's just. She wouldn't put satellite. It almost doesn't even fit.
It's not
the
really
question.
a mode of transportation.
Yeah. Like spaceship. I mean, then you'd maybe have us. But.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, satellite. Let's take off the board. Okay, so now we're down to we got a camel, we got a wagon, and we have a tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
Okay, camel I want to take off the board as well, although...
I know, but maybe camels are afraid of torches.
I'm literally like, tuk-tuk, was that only in like Thailand? Like, was there an Olympics in Thailand?
Right, why would we see that anywhere else?
Yeah.
That's good. I don't think we've ever had the Olympic Games there.
I don't think so either.
No.
But can you get a tuk-tuk in other countries?
Yeah, of course you can.
But is it called a tuk-tuk?
Well, this is a technicality. I'm not sure.
I'm literally getting all of this information from The Amazing Race, which is not good. It's not good.
We've been in a tuk-tuk before, and we've never been to Thailand.
Was it called a tuk-tuk though?
Yes, in Portugal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Also, in Survivor, Keith was in a tuk-tuk once. Remember? He had the time of his life. Yeah. You're
Okay.
right.
Okay. So you're thinking, well, wagon sounds weird as well, but also.
Of course, a wagon has been. Some kid has been pulled in a wagon.
We're talking like a Little Red Wagon, or are we talking like a horse?
Can we clarify the wagon?
I'm talking like an old-timey big wagon.
Oh.
Okay. Like Oregon Trail.
Not a
type.
Red Rocket wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, like yeah. Ooh. Do we go that? I don't know. I don't know, JD. I'm between camel and that, if I'm being honest.
Okay. All right.
So what do you want to
Okay. Well, I think it's not camel, so I think we should go with camel.
I agree.
Yeah.
Camel. Lock it in. Final answer.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Oh no.
God.
The Olympic torch has never been on a tuk-tuk.
Oh.
You had a moment. I thought you were going to get it. So the flame was sent so satellite did happen. The flame was sent by radio signal between Greece and Canada via satellite. This is such nonsense.
Come on.
Heat sensors were used in Athens to detect the flame and then the signal was then sent by satellite where it was received and used to trigger a laser beam to relight the flame in Ottawa. This was in Montreal in 1976.
76.
So
What? Space race.
blame the Canadians for that. Camels were used. They crossed the Australian desert with the torch for Sydney.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
I forgot about Australia.
then
camels.
the flame was carried on a wagon of the Union Pacific, commemorating the first transcontinental railroad in April 1996.
Okay.
I was going to make
Tuk. How you? Are we sure?
I've looked at again. My Google search
Watched every
history
race.
is so weird. I
Okay.
looked up auto rickshaw, tuk, Olympic torch,
Here's
Olympic.
what we need. The Summer of Champions fans, if you like the show,
care.
if you care about my well-being,
Sanity.
JD's well-being, our insanity, you gotta find us a photo of
tuk-tuk.
somebody holding the Olympic torch in
On
a
a
tuk-tuk.
tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
Please. We will take a default win.
I was gonna make one of the options underwater, but I felt like you would have known that one because it was pretty iconic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have crossed that one. That's actually when I got a little excited. I thought you might say that one.
Yeah, I had it initially, and I was like, "This is too." The fact that I know this, and I'm not even like an Olympics freak, that you would for sure have known that.
It hit the lexicon.
Yeah.
Or the zeitgeist is what I mean.
Right.
Anyway, I wrote this one today, just fresh off the dome.
Hey, good job. What did you want to medal? You gotta get another medal on you. Okay, wow. I guess you did watch every torch relay to see if there was a tuk-tuk involved.
Yes.
So that's how you spent your entire day.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some must-watch events for tomorrow, day 12, Wednesday, August 7th. Men's 400-meter race should be a good one. We got the 3,000-meter steeplechase. You're going to get your toes wet. Men's discus, women's pole vault. I know we have a Canadian in that. I think her name is Ashley, I believe. Artistic swimming. We might have to do some artistic swimming viewing for the gold medal. We got to see. We got to weigh in. We'll judge it ourselves. Sport climbing, as I talked about, that's the women's speed climbing. They got qualification, semifinals, finals tomorrow. Marathon race walk, mixed relay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're going to be doing that very early for us on the East Coast. I think it's like 1 o'clock East Coast time. So we're pulling an all-nighter tonight. We're staying up to watch that.
Let's go.
Wrestling, Taekwondo, more. I know you're pumped about the wrestling.
Yeah, there's an Armenian wrestler who will be in the final, Artur Alexanyan. They call him the White Bear.
The White Bear.
Yes.
Wow. Why?
I think because he's big and he's blonde, and Armenians tend to have
they
dark hair.
The White Bear
The
is
White
a badass
Bear.
nickname.
I love it.
Yeah.
They, Wade on the broadcast was calling, I think he was calling Yabusele the Dancing Bear.
Ooh.
That's sort of his nickname. Yeah.
Interesting.
A couple bears here.
Well, Artur has dominated so far. He's won every match he's been in.
Wrestling.
Yeah, so we'll see if he gets
So
gold.
you might have a gold medal on your neck tomorrow night.
We shall see.
Hopefully so. I want to remind everyone in the Summer of Champions fantasy pool that you have until midnight tonight here on Tuesday to make your predictions for the fourth and final round of questions. Also, if you're liking the pool, keep in mind that the Make Your Picks app runs pools for reality TV shows.
Right.
Amazing Race, or at least The Bachelor, I know they do.
Definitely The Bachelor, yeah.
And the Survivor pool that we do on No Buffs.
That's exactly right.
We do a Survivor podcast with Trey, and we have a Survivor pool there. It's always fun. Survivor comes back September 18th.
Ugh,
That's like a month.
that's too soon.
This is not the time to tell me that.
I should
Yeah.
have said that. I know.
We are in the thick of it.
I had to share that pain with someone,
Talking about that.
that burden, and now you have it with me. Right around the corner. No bus. Can't believe it. But that's tonight's show of Summer of Champions. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the show, 5-star ratings and review. We'll call it there. We'll see you tomorrow night, breaking down the track, the White Bear, sport climbing, artistic swimming.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Those swimmers.
There was some Michael Jackson moonwalking in the pool today.
Yes.
Ooh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Toes out of the water, and they did like a moonwalk sort of cool move.
Yeah, I'm going back to watch that.
Yeah. So pretty badass.
Very cool.
But thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you then. Final thoughts?
It's just day 11, man. Things are getting...
I love this your final thought every time.
I just think about the day.
Man, holy
just
crap,
another
man.
day.
Still doing this, eh?
I got to do another 9 pages tomorrow.
That's right.
Every day. And I hope you guys are having fun and enjoying.
I hope they're loving it. Brace the night, people.